Ever wonder what happens to incredible talent when the industry doesn't quite know what to do with it? Um, for decades, Hollywood has struggled to fully embrace the depth and range of Hispanic actors, often confining them to stereotypes and this isn't a story of a lack of skill, um, but of missed opportunities and a system of slow to change. Let's explore the careers of 50 phenomenal performers and consider what might have been John Leguizamo spent years advocating for better representation, starting with Super Mario Bros. And Carlito's Way. Uh, Despite a background in Shakespeare, he often found himself typecast as comic relief. His one-man shows like Freak and Latin History for Morons were born from a desire to tell stories the industry ignored, and he continues to push for systemic change. And Edward James Olmos earned an Academy Award nomination for Stand and Deliver and became a household name in Miami Vice, even with accolades. Finding reading roles beyond his ethnicity proved challenging. Uh, um, he excelled in Battlestar Galactica, proving his commanding presence, and eventually turned to directing and producing to create the stories he felt were missing. Raul Julia brought immense stage presence to Kiss of the Spider Woman and The Addams Family. Um, Known for his versatility, he was often limited to eccentric or villainous characters. His Gomez Adams remains iconic, breaking molds with um charm. Sadly, the the industry never fully realized his potential as a modern leading man. Ricardo Montalban was a major star in Mexico before Fantasy Islands and Star Trek II, uh, marketed primarily as a Latin lover. He received limited dramatic scripts where he founded Nosotros to advocate for Latino actors facing similar barriers, leaving a legacy of fighting for better representation. Benicio del Toro built a career playing complex characters in Traffic and Sicario. He often chose roles challenging the hero archetype, bringing gritty realism and sending it. And even after winning an Oscar, supporting parts or antagonists were common. Uh, Finding creative freedom in independent cinema. Demian Bashir is celebrated in Mexico and received acclaim for A Better Life. Despite his talent, supporting roles in American films like The Hateful Eight were frequent bed C. Uh, he balances Hollywood work uh, with substantial lead roles in Spanish cinema, highlighting the struggle for comparable opportunities. Uh, Luis Guzman is a recognizable character actor in Boogie Nights and Wednesday. But he built a reputation for authenticity, uh, regardless of screen time and fact. And then they only talk to see a context of typecast as a criminal or sidekick. He turned those opportunities into a long career, making every performance memorable. Um, Jimmy Smits found success in LA, Law, and NYPD Blue, but fewer leading film roles followed. Star Wars offered exposure, but limited capacity. He proved he could carry a show with gravitas, uh, paving the way for more Latino leads on television. Uh, Benjamin Bratt gained fame in Law and Order and Miss Congeniality. A leading man look and talent went underutilized beyond prime procedurals. Uh, his voice work in Coco offered a different side, but his potential remains largely untapped. The trial of Under, These Guys, and Customs, and that family may be more very bad. And what they do, uh, alternating between guest spots and supporting roles, he maintained consistency in a changing industry, advocating for the artistic growth of Latino performers. Clifton Collins Jr. disappears into roles in Capote and Jockey. A true chameleon, he's often overlooked for leading roles, a reliable supporting actor. Westworld showcased his storytelling depth, deserving more spotlight. And Michael Pena delivers range in Ant-Man and End of Watch, often providing comic relief or support. He anchors films with depth. Cesar Chavez showcased nuance, a prolific talent, seeking more diverse roles. Gael Garcia Bernal is an international star in Amores Perros. Hollywood offers niche projects rather than mainstream blockbusters. He maintains a connection to his roots, seeking more creative control in Latin American cinema. Diego Luna achieved global stardom in Y Tu Mama Tambien and Rogue One. Uh, he found a leading role in Andor, breaking free from supporting characters as he champions opportunities for Latino filmmakers. Oscar Isaac became a major force in Inside Llewyn Davis and Moon Knight. And years of small parts or ethnic roles preceded his success. He proved his versatility, finally recognized as a leading man. Pedro Pascal saw a surge in popularity with The Mandalorian and The Last of Us. Years of character work preceded this breakthrough. His talent was hidden, finally granted the right opportunities. Edgar Ramirez gained attention in Carlos and appeared in Bright. He often plays characters not fully utilizing his dramatic range. He seeks roles that reflect his abilities, a valuable asset to any cast. Rodrigo Santoro is a star in Brazil, appearing in Love Actually and 300. Often cast as the exotic love interest. He's limited by those roles. Westworld allowed nuance, balancing stardom with roles in Brazil. Wagner Moura became known for Carlos and the Great Man. Often cast in supporting roles, he seeks creative control as a director, telling stories that matter to him. Danny Trejo has a recognizable face in Machete and From Dusk Till Dawn, who initially cast as a tough guy. He became a cult figure, working for decades, overcoming initial limitations. Javier Bardem won uh, 2 Academy Awards in No Country for Old Men, often cast as villains, and he's a versatile performer, deserving more diverse roles, a respected figure in cinema. Antonio Banderas broke into Hollywood with The Mask of Zorro and marketed as a charismatic hero. He's worked to expand roles for Hispanic actors, a pioneer for diversity. Um, Andy Garcia earned an Oscar nomination for The Godfather Part 3, often cast in supporting roles. He balances mainstream success with personal artistic goals. A versatile performer, um, and Cheech Marin revolutionized comedy with Cheech and Chong. Um, Often confined to stereotypes. He's a pioneer for Latino comedy, promoting art and culture. Laz Alonso appeared in Avatar and Fast and Furious, finding a major role in The Boys. Often in supporting roles, he showcases a gritty side, um, a strong presence in the industry. Um, Nestor Carbonell is known for Lost and The Dark Knight. A versatile actor, he's often a supporting character, grounding shows with nuance, a reliable performer. So, who do you think deserved more leading roles in blockbuster films?